Dear students, in our last video, we discussed about how one has to go through the basic steps or follow certain stages in order to get well versed in their presentation so that they can have a successful career. And we discussed about how important is defining a purpose when it comes to being among people or discussing your idea or having a very good and effective communication or oral presentation with them. Next, after defining the purpose, that is, what do you want from them, whether you just want them to understand or whether you want them to participate and to give their ideas and suggestions. Next, what comes is that you have to analyze the audience, and this we'll discuss under analyzing the audience and local. All audience have one thing in common. They are at the receiving end of your communication. As you can see, this is the basic principle or the basic idea that has to be followed in mind, that the audience that are there are actually understanding whatever you are telling them. So they are not going through any book or any reference or any material. How much clarity you will have in your ideas, the more understanding they will have. Like if you will be fishing in between a number of points or not be very much as per systematic way, then the audience might feel confused and they will not be able to understand what you actually want to tell them. So you should always understand that in the middle of your presentation you have to check with them whether they have understood the thing, whether they are on the same page that you are following, or whether they are lagging behind. So you should not be very fast, like you are discussing 10 points and they are still maybe on the fifth or the sixth. So it's very important to keep on the same page with your audience. As you can see, we have here, they may be your friends, clients, colleagues, sometimes unknown faces, or a mix of these, depending upon the people that you are among and where you are delivering your presentation. Like maybe in a party, you might be with your friends, or maybe with the clients when you are in a business meeting or working, or anywhere in your workspace, or your colleagues when you are working on a common project or on a day to day basis, like with the people you get along with in your work. Then sometimes unknown faces, if you're having maybe a mass communication or a public meeting, as we have like with celebrities, leaders, and also in terms of conferences and seminars, there may be many people, they don't know you like on a regular basis, they don't have interaction with you. So you should keep all this in mind while preparing for your presentation. At times it can also be a case when you have audience or a group of people who are mix of all of these. Hence it is necessary to have some prior knowledge of the audience characteristics. Whenever you're going for like any presentation or among crowd or preparing for your presentation, then you should always first get to the point that who will be my listeners, who will be actually the people who will I express my idea, or what should be my approach. And for this, the audience understanding is a major part. One should adjust also his her style to suit the cultural differences. When you are among audience who have like different cultural backgrounds, maybe like if you're discussing the case of our country India, then they might be like some are from north, some are from south, or maybe some are from the other regional differences, then they might be having different articulation, different uh, you can say interaction methods, or they can also have like different various understandings of how the system is actually working over there. So you should keep that in mind, like how you should greet them, or whether you should approach them or discuss them one on one, or whether they will prefer a distant maybe presentation form. So this has to be known and this has to be kept in mind before your presentation starts. Like people from a particular culture may feel uncomfortable asking questions. If your audience are not very much open to ask questions, then you can have the method like taking written feedback from them so that they can easily express their doubts, right? Or may not reveal their feelings through facial expression. There are at times people who are not very much comfortable to share or discuss how they feel or what their ideas are face to face. For such audience, you can have methods like discussing, like giving them a paper or sheet or a module to work upon, or a checklist or a tick box, where they can also tell like how are they actually getting the things, or whether they are satisfied with the content, or whether they find them comfortable in it, or whether they need any more improvements. You can ask them in that way. We communicate to inform or persuade or entertain. Basically, whenever you are giving a presentation or you are having an interaction of this sort, then there will be only three common purposes. First will be inform. By inform, we mean information. Information about maybe a certain thing, an idea, a concept, a plan that is under action or that you are working upon. Like all your business or work related things come into informing. Persuade. Persuade is like when you want them to convince. Maybe like you have an idea, you have a proposal or a plan, and you want them to agree. You have a model that you have designed and you want them to believe, to trust that this is apt or this is suitable. Or to entertain. At times, entertainment is also what is one of the purposes of your presentation, like in a comedy show. For example, in Kapil Sharma's show, we see that he is there to entertain. Or when you go to the circus, the purpose is to entertain. So even the Joker will be dressed, in funny costumes, and you will see jugglers and you will see magicians. So their purpose is to entertain, and so their presentation also differs depending upon their purpose. Next, what's very important, that after you have actually done with the defining the purpose and keeping in mind what type of audience that you are going to refer, the next thing that comes in is organizing the contents. By organizing the contents, we mean that people differ in their ability to speak confidently in public. This is a very common problem, I guess, with people, that they are not very comfortable when coming to speaking in public or among a crowd. Like they are very much fine when they have to be in their group, in their comfort zone, in their own family or in their friend circle. But when coming to unknown faces, then they don't find it very much convenient. So in our next video, we will discuss that how you can use organizing your contents to actually come over or actually be confident while presenting your stuff. Thank you.